Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.
Our permit to go ahead with this protest. And our intention as a council is to hold this protest in October. That is going to be the first day the culprit or the alleged culprit will appear in court. And what we will demand is we will demand for justice. We will not only demand for justice, we will demand for us to be assured and reassured of being avoided in any act that is of callous in that nature, that we deserve to be protected, that we deserve to be respected, and that we deserve to be safeguarded. So not to bore you guys with a lot of words, this is the position of the council, and then we will proceed with the next agenda. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, for that precise but detailed statement from the University of the Gambia Students' Union on the unfortunate, what I always call a callous act of murder of Keba Seka. Without wasting time, we go straight to the question and answer session. The question and answer session, it will go like this. If you are given the microphone to ask a question, please identify your name, introduce your name, and of course the media house, the particular house you are representing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're very right that I mentioned that we applied for a permit, and we were to be given a permit, but because of the situation that was on the ground, both the student union and the police have agreed that we will postpone the protest for now and observe the situation and recall the protest again the first day the culprit is going to appear in court. Of course, we are aware that it is our right to assemble peacefully. We are also aware that the same right that is given to us has an attached responsibility that we need to secure a permit. You understand? We will ensure we exhaust all protocols in doing so, and I believe that we are going to be given a permit. If we are not given the permit, then let's wait for the time, and the time will determine what we will do. Thank you. Thank you very much, sister, for that correction. Of course, representatives of the union have attended that court hearing, and we are aware of this hearing. But it is evidential to every individual in this country that there was a statement released by the PRO of the Gambia Police Force that this culprit have accepted. In fact, he have accepted of stabbing Keba to death. So if he is saying that he is not guilty, of course, we will allow the law to take its course, and we allow the judges to be aware of the situation and to make sure they judge the situation, or to make sure they call or have a judgment in it that is going to be rational, that the students are expecting. And if that happens, the students' union is going to be at peace, at rest, and the family is going to be at peace and at rest. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that question. Of course, procedures will relay to everyone that in exhausting the protocols, we are aware and we are concerned about the people that are involved in this crime. And information that we were able to gather was that the guy who stabbed him, who had a fight with him, after a conversation with regards to exchanging food or so, or should I search you, who are you? Can you give me an authority to indicate that you are a police officer? From that kind of riffraff, or we call it hanky, that situation, they were able, the police officer did not accept to do that, and they had a fight. But whether there was a subsequent or an individual or another police officer or another individual, we are not aware of that. But this is an information to us, and we are going to use the opportunity to make follow-up in this and see and try to substantiate the fact. And if it is a fact, we will demand for the second person to be also arrested and to be charged accordingly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The university is a diverse society, and we are all aware that in every society, or in every grouping, or in every one or two people, you will have different people with different attitudes because they are all from different backgrounds. But we are aware that Kerr was one of the best students in terms of academics, was one of the most disciplined students, and have high regards for people, and his conduct is excellent. I will say good. Of course, we knew what happened. According to information that reached us, was that he had this raffle with a police officer in which he was stabbed to death. We don't know the condition in which this happened, but we want to believe that investigations will release this. But you are very right that it is our responsibility to inform the students to have good conduct and to behave accordingly and in respect to the rules and regulations of this country. And this is something that we always do. In fact, even if you look at our release, we have calmed the students, and we've always advised them to behave accordingly and allow the union to exhaust these protocols. And we thank each and every student in the University of the Gambia for listening and accepting and believing in us and giving us the scope and the space to pursue this case professionally. So to just answer your question, we always advise them to act correctly and to have good conduct, and the response in that is positive. Thank you very much, General. In my statement, I have made it crystal clear that we received an information on the 9th of July, 2019 in the morning that our student is involved in a fight with an individual that is unidentified, and in this process, he was stabbed to death. That is how we were able to know it. Now, did we involve Kerr's family? Of course, yes. The Student Council is engaged or is involved with the family of Kerr Seka almost every day. Every day we are in contact with them. Just last week, the Student Council was able to convince the University of the Gambia administration to have a token that is for staff to be given to Kerr's family, which we were able to exhaust, and we went with the Vice Chancellor and the University Management team, the Registrar and the Deputy Vice Chancellor admin to visit the family. And then we hand that over to them. And not only that, even in the day he was buried, we were there from the morning up to in the afternoon. And not only that, it is also in the insurance scheme that every university student is insured. We are also working very tirelessly to ensure that Kerr's family lay hands in this insurance. All what we need is the death certificate to pursue. Not only that, Kerr, before his death, unfortunately, he paid $7,000 to do summer, because Kerr was left with only 2 courses. So he thinks it is going to be unnecessary to come for another semester to do only 2 courses. So he was like, let me pay for this summer and do 2 courses and be done with the university. The day Kerr paid this money, the following day, his life was taken. So we are also in contact with the admin. Today we made the request, and the check is already ready. From here we will collect the check and make sure we deliver it to the family. Even if we cannot do it this week, but next week, inshallah, we will make sure we do it. So this is just to answer your question, that we are in contact with Kerr's family, and we will keep being in contact with the family. Thank you very much.
It's always numerous. It has not been easy for the council, right from on the 9th of July up to date. Like he said, just last week we paid a visit. The challenge has been that we've been moving from one office to another. from one ministry, relevant ministry to another. We've paid a visit to Interior Ministry, right from here to Interior Ministry. Interior Ministry, we had a call because the higher education was about to travel, but we had to tell him that you cannot just go like that and leave this incident unattended. Before you leave the Banjul International Airport, you must have to put some measures in place, and which he did, and facilitated our meeting to the Interior Minister. We had a very frank discussion with the Interior Minister, and the Minister assured us, like he said, we put it to him that we need a statement forthwith, that the government must condemn this act. That was a challenge. It was a difficult one for us, but we had to put it to them, to the authority, that you have to do this now. And in the evening, later in the evening at 8 o'clock news, it was right on Jartres. And then from there we moved to Banjul to meet the Inspector General of Police. And this was on two occasions. We've been going and coming. So the challenges are numerous, and then visiting Kerr's family as well is another task that we are facing. So, and then another challenge here is the expectations from the general student body. The students' expectation is huge, that in so much so that we have to learn how to manage it in relation to this issue. Thank you, if I answer your question. PRO, not necessarily, but we had the meeting, like we said, just last week. Was it last week? Yeah. Last week, Wednesday, Thursday, we had this meeting with the Inspector General of Police, demanding, following up our permit. But it was there and then when we have heard and witnessed all what happened there, the protests of Brikama, the two sets of protests, Brikama and Serakunda, which later escalated into violence. So we went there, and then we don't want to be stained in any way, because you may not know who will join you in disguise of protest or of a protester. So we were there, and then we informed them reliably that we are going ahead with this particular development. So they are aware. Thank you.
And of course, as you said, I am a victim of the protests. He is very right that there are people with ulterior motives. There are people that will come in disguise in the name of protest when they are not even protesting, but they are stealing or acting actively acts. And then this we cannot know. But we also believe that proceedings in giving permit will indicate that the police has its responsibility to provide security for those that are granted permit. So that is why that is in fact one of the reasons that prompted for the postponement. So therefore, we are expecting police to provide security for us, and when security is adequately provided, we want to believe that criminals or people of that nature will not have space to live. So we are aware of this, and we will ensure that the protest is done peacefully in accordance with the laws and regulations of this land. Thank you very much. Of course, the family is aware of the press conference. I'm in contact with the sister of the family of the dead. I'm also in contact with the mother and the parents. So anything that we do, as far as it has to do with Kerr, we always involve them, because we believe that we are partners. He is our student, he is our friend, he is our colleague, and he is also family to them. So the relationship there is kind of intertwined and it's circle. So communication must flow between us. So to answer your question, of course, we are in contact with them and they are aware. Thank you very much.
Secretary General. Basically, we will say thank you to everyone that took their time to come here. And we will thank the media as well. I mean, it is very important because Kerr is not just a student of the University of the Gambia, but he is a brother. And definitely this news, it's really sad. But as the president of the University of the Gambia just said, University of the Gambia Students' Union has exhausted all the forms to make sure Kerr receive justice. As he also said, justice delayed is justice denied. So basically, we will not say much But we will say thank you to everybody, everyone that is here. We really, really appreciate this a lot. Because if Kerr was alive, he would have been very productive. If Kerr was alive, he would have contributed a lot. Someone that has gone through a lot, someone that is about to finish his education, he would have contributed to national development, which is really sad and very disheartening. But we will say thank you once again. Thank you.
The session to a close. Thank you.
Look, guys, you guys got very big rams. I hope you don't get it from where I'm suspecting.
Do you think you're the only one who knows where all the good news come from? My son bought me this ram all the way from abroad with baluwo.
Oh yes, this must be baluwo. Me too, my daughter just bought one for me. True baluwo. With baluwo, everything is possible.
This Tabaski, you can buy ram for your family using the trusted Baluwo. Just log on to the www.baluwo.com website or download the app. You can buy ram, otherwise foodstuffs such as rice, sugar, cooking oil, and much more for your family this Tabaski. Baluwo, better than sending money.